The capital is also known for its astronomical observatory building J in Los Danzantes, a stunning carved record of captive and slain warriors in King. So at number 5, you have the Nazca civilization is starting at year 1 to 700 AD. The people of the Nazca civilization of the south coast of Peru are best known for drawing huge geoglyphs. These are geometrical drawings of birds and other animals made by moving around the vanishing rock of the vast arid desert. They were also master makers of textile and ceramic pottery. So number 6 is the Tiahuanaco Empire, 550 to 950 AD. The capital of Tiahuanaco Empire was situated on the shores of Lake Titicaca, on both sides of the border between what today is Peru and Bolivia. Their distinctive architecture shows evidence of construction by work groups. During its heyday, Tiahuanaco, also spelled Tiahuanaco, controlled much of the southern Andes and coastlines of South America. This place is extremely important because the lake that they mentioned, if I'm remembering correctly, is where the supposed sacral chakra of the planet is located. That's that background that I always be having on my screen when I'm up of that lake. That's what that is. But the Andes is important because this is where they started to show your tax system and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
The Wari civilization, 750 to 1000 AD, in direct competition with Tiahuanaco was the Wari, also spelled Harari. The Wari state was located in the central Andes mountains of Peru, and their impact on the succeeding civilizations is remarkable, seen at sites like I can't pronounce that damn word.
She okay?
She's about to get her ass whooped. She ain't gonna be okay in a minute. Hold on 1 second. So, the Inca civilization, 1250 to 1532 AD. The Inca civilization was the largest civilization in the Americas when the Spanish conquistadors arrived in the early 16th century. Known for their unique writing system called the Quipu, a magnificent road system, and the lovely ceremonial center called Machu Picchu, the Inca also had some pretty interesting burial customs and an amazing ability to build earthquake-proof buildings.
Mm-hmm.
At 9, of course, is the Mississippian civilization. It actually did not start at 1000 AD. It goes back before 750 AD. Because the Mississippians absorbed the Inca, the Aztec, and the Peru. Mississippian culture is a term used by archaeologists to refer to cultures inhabiting the length of the Mississippi River. But the highest level of sophistication was reached in central Mississippi River Valley of southern Illinois, near present-day St. Louis, Missouri, and the capital city of Cahokia. We know quite a bit about the Mississippians in the American Southeast because they were the first visited by the Spanish in the 17th century. And at number 10 is the Aztec civilization. Now, the Aztecs are real known for their sacred pyramid, in so many words. So this is 1430 to 1521 AD. The best known civilizations in the Americas is the Aztec civilization, largely because they were the height of their power and influence when the Spanish arrived. Warlike, intractable, and aggressive, the Aztec conquered much of Central America. But the Aztecs are so much more than simply warlike. They were very ritualistic people. So, of this place, Indians, because he correctly noted two aspects. They were at least predominantly Asian in descent, and they were brown, not yellow, which by calculus of human race means that they were ethnically something like Indians. As it turned out, they were a different type of Asian entirely and lacked the paternal European line that runs through India. But they were Asian immigrants just the same, only ones who had arrived over 10,000 years earlier via the Beringer Land Bridge, along with other groups who they subsequently either absorbed or exterminated. In fact, the Asian immigration took place in the New World in several ways. The leaders of the Inca, Aztec, Maya did not resemble the 90% of their population who were essentially their serfs or servants. The Aztec, the Inca, and the Maya were taller, thinner, and more intelligent than their servants. So to say that Native Americans are the original inhabitants is a lie. Let me scroll down. There was something else I needed to read from this. Because they didn't just come over from Siberia, it was other places. And they didn't call them Native Americans, they were Americans.
Oh shit, I'm over here getting it together. Y'all see me?
Here we go. All sources agree that the majority of American genetics come from a group that was at least living in Siberia, Mongolia, or Manchuria when they moved into Siberia and crossed the Bering Strait. But the science teams also found a surprising dash of Austro-Malaysian DNA in some living Native Americans, including those Aleutian Islands and the Sururi people of the Amazonian Brazil. Some anthropologists have previously suggested an Austro-Malaysian link that noted that certain populations of extinct Native Americans had long, narrow skulls resembling those of some Austro-Malaysians and distinct from a round, broad skull of most Native Americans today. So let's move back up a little bit to North America. We done went from South to Central. So again, you're going to start anywhere between 80,000 BCE to 15,000 BCE. Yeah, I said Ameri.
I'm Maddie.
So when you start talking about North America, this is when you start to see the population of those so-called Clovis people that they like to claim, or those Paleo-Indians. Paleo-Indians and Clovis people are pretty much the same people. However you look at it, y'all crossed over into America. Y'all are not Americans, which is why they call you Native. Nobody is taking that from y'all, but y'all have said out y'all own mouth that y'all warred with the Mexicans, and the Mexicans are the indigenous inhabitants of the west side of the Mississippi River. So you can't be warring with your own people for land if you're not from here. With that being said, around by 8,000 BCE is when the immigrants actually reached the southernmost tip of South America. Somewhere between 7,000 and 4,000 BCE, the Athabascans settled in the Pacific Northwest. 5,000 BCE, the Inuit crossed the Bering Land Bridge. Now, y'all try to say y'all not the Inuit, so we know that's not y'all. A lot of these Native Americans don't know where they come from because they absorbed or exterminated people along the way, meaning that they took people's culture and pushed them into them. That's what the fuck absorb means, to take over, to connect, to become one. Somewhere around 3,000 BCE, they started to cultivate corn in the Southwest, like I told y'all. Around 1,000 BCE, the Hohokam and Mogollon cultures started to thrive. 700 BCE is when you started to see the Adena culture. The Adena culture and the Edian culture are eerily similar. Whatever is going on in North America is also going on in South America. These are the same people. They just changed space when they got scattered. Around 300 BCE and 500 CE is the Hopewell culture. Now, that is extremely important because this is your water source. This is when they learn to tap into groundwater. They learn to trace the streams underground to a certain spot to where they can dig wells. So all along the Mississippi River, from north to south, on this side, you're going to see many different places in different states called Hopewell. That means there's a lot of groundwater. Around 100. Y'all also call, because that means building. For y'all to say y'all still live on y'all native lands, that's how I know y'all are lying. To escape their enemy attack. So how the hell are you living on your native land if you're not living on the side of a cliff? And you don't eat goat meat because you have a lot of mountain goats that they ate. The year 700 is when the Mississippian culture develops. Now, this is the age of innovation and technology. So all the weapons they had been building up into the pottery, the buildings, this is when the technology started to boom. This is when they really started to catch on and everybody was being absorbed into one thing and working together. This is where your tax system comes from. The tax system that was in the Indian culture in Peru is also found in where? Alabama. You don't believe me? Go to your Encyclopedia of American Indian Inventions and it will tell you. It is identical to the tax system in places like Alabama. At 1,000 years, the Athabascans began to arrive in the Southwest. 1300, the Ansazi abandoned their cliff dwellings. So, this can't be y'all. Y'all know nothing about none of this.
Nathan on Nathan.
So when I asked y'all the oldest city of the Mississippian Empire are people that migrated, whether by force or willingly, from South America up as well. Because when they moved up, they brought their inventions, technology, and ideas with them. The hunters and gatherers up here follow suit. So when y'all hear people say ignorant shit, such as the Mississippians wiped out the Cato, that is a lie. They didn't wipe out anybody. Like they said, they absorbed them. Everybody kept their own culture, but everybody fell under one empire. There are 3 empires on this land. The Mississippian being one, the Kanata, and the Mexica. The Med, the Shi, and the Ka. So 3 different groups make up one empire on the west side of the Mississippi River. So if you hear any Native Americans saying that they warred with the Mexicans, that means you are those people that migrated over. You are an immigrant with an eye. These are not your people. You're not even the descendants of the serfs of these people, which is why you warred with them, because they are brown like the Indians. You are yellow like Asians or the Orientals.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to make sure I got everything.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that everything? Let me check. think that's everything. Because Rockingham wanted to pick up with the 12 and the 1300s.
Can you repeat that about the Mexica one more time for those in the back?
So Mexico is actually not called Mexico. That is our pronunciation of Mexico. It's actually the Med, the She, and the Pa. You have 3 different groups of people that created one empire.
How many?
3.
Thank you. But I just wanted some people, just in case they didn't hear the first one.
So the actual ruler of that place were the Caliphs. The Caliphs are anyone that was a title given to any woman. They are not Amazons. The Amazons are their cousins. They are very similar, but they have very distinctive cultures that are not quite the same. I don't think I'm leaving nothing out. Am I? Let me check. Let me make sure.
Can you hear me, Nina? Hey, Lena girl.
Oh. Can you hear me, sis?
Yes, sis.
All right, I'm back.
I'm over here holding it down, baby. I'm over here holding it down.
I see. So it didn't even drop. That's cool. So I just dropped. So okay. So good. All right. That's cool. That's cool. Now she wanted me to go all the way back to the 1200s, to the Civil War.
If that's where we going, let's go.
Do you want to pause or keep going? Cause you like the setup. The welcome to the.
Yeah, everything straight, sis. Everything straight. We good on my end. Everything good. I just got off of TikTok to come over here to hold it down.
I appreciate it because my stuff I didn't know what was doing. You see how I got the little comments popping?
Yes, yes, yes.
Lena say what? Hey. So we set up for the one time. So we can get on StreamYard and do it like that. And we be straight.
Yep, we can.
And
But I'm trying to see if it's an easier way, but I'm gonna figure it out.
what you
That's
mean the
what I'm
easier
over
way? The
here
link
working
is
on.
too difficult?
Um, I'm looking at it like we gotta make it to where if we want to present on our screens that we can. Why you know what I'm saying? Why this is live
But you could do that.
from how? Because that ain't what I see on my end.
But on my end, you can most definitely present.
Yeah, see, you can. Mine neither, Nina. So that's what I'm saying. We gonna figure it
Oh,
out. But this is cool for
no,
now.
it's not. I'm just saying. Let me see. So at the bottom, oh, hold on. Record hotkeys. Let me see. Okay. Well, I might gotta upgrade it. So you don't have like present and all that stuff?
No, ma'am.
Well, probably because I invited you to my stream. Let me see. Edit a layout. Camera grid, camera shot. Oh, that ain't it. Can you see that?
See what's the background?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, oh, Unique got me on. Well, I guess we at this point, unless it's not, I will have to work with it some more to see how to allow other people to present. Like I don't. This is my first time on here. I don't really know how it works. The setting, extra cameras. So it says upgrade for an extra camera to professional pans to share an extra camera. Mm-hmm. Sis, you still there?
Yes, ma'am.
Unless like you send me or everybody send me what they want to present that day, and then I just make a presentation and upload it.
I mean, we gonna figure it out, sis. You know.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. At least we got it up and running for the most part. Cause all that extra stuff I know is gonna cost.
Right. So we'll figure that part out later.
So I'm gonna end it. We can go back on YouTube. TikTok if you want to.
Okay.
Okay.